That's nothing.
This is Theme and Variation. Yeah.
Welcome to Theme and Variation. Theme and Variation is a movie podcast where we podcast about movies. And for a lot of those podcasts about movies, we're talking about the themes of those movies that we podcast.
Thus the name, theme,
Yes.
and what else?
And variation.
Which
where
is what today's episode
we also
is.
podcast about movies, but not about the themes of those movies, about other things of those movies.
This is an intro.
Just other things. What's the movie we're doing? Recently released.
Stop.
He's
mouthing
doing
it.
the thing that you said not to do.
Yeah, no, this
That
is
I was
awful.
saying as a joke. Quiet Place Part 2. Is it Part 2 or is it just 2? I think
It's Quiet Place Chapter 2 from the Book of a Quiet Place.
it's the Book of Krasinski. Directed by John Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
Yeah. So what'd you think of the movie? Just as far as if you liked it, you didn't like it.
It
was
was pretty fine. It was
Yeah.
fine. It was pretty good.
That's-
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
don't regret
I
seeing
didn't
it.
not like it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I
Like,
felt.
I thought it's a really cool premise. Again, it's about how I felt about the first one. Like, a really cool premise.
Yeah.
I think it didn't deliver on certain things. It could have probably elevated itself a little bit more.
I agree.
But overall, really enjoyable.
Talk about that ending, man.
Well, yeah.
or
we-
that
we
lack
will
therein.
Talk about it. Probably. at the
Here's
end.
what I was saying. John Krasinski doesn't so much end movies as he just stops them.
It's a style.
He just
Yeah,
he's
it's not.
he's just directing the final scene and then he just walks away. That's it. We're done. Yeah, there's no that's,
Yeah,
that's-
my style is
it was
bad
like-
pacing.
Yeah, it's a stylistic.
no,
No, it's
I
not.
thought
It's
it
a
was
stylistic choice. It's
I thought it was
just
a
not
perfectly
great.
fine movie. I probably won't see it again.
Nah,
I mean,
it's
I
about-
haven't seen the first one again. It was a fun movie theater
I haven't seen the
experience.
first one.
Oh yeah, you haven't even
Oh,
seen the
God,
first one.
that makes
That's
me
right.
so mad. That's
Oh
a huge
boy,
pet,
you are the weak link of the podcast tonight. Oh.
huge pet peeve of mine is when somebody goes to see the sequel without
You
seeing the
invited
first
me
one.
to see it.
I
Am I
also
supposed to be
watched
like,
it.
guys, I can't go.
No,
I haven't
no,
seen the first
no,
one.
you watch the first one and then you go see it.
And then
Oh,
you say,
busy
guys,
guy.
I can go because,
Yeah, because
I
I've
saw the
just seen
one.
the first one.
No, I said, all right, I'll go.
It's fine. I don't. You don't really need to see. I mean, kinda.
Is it a
It's-
quiet
it's
place?
pretty
The
much
first
the
one?
principle of
thing.
it.
No, I'm the same way. I'm absolutely the same way. I really don't like it when someone just watches some movie in a series or a
What demented psychopath would do such a fucked up thing?
I know.
I was like,
people-
all right, what's going on here?
It's
I didn't get why. I didn't get why John Krasinski was only in like the first 5 minutes. Of it.
And then not in it
And then
again.
he just wasn't there. I thought
Like,
it was like his whole thing.
What happened to him? Is
Yeah,
he gonna,
yeah. What happened to
is he
him?
going to come back later?
he was
I
originally
hope so.
just acting in it, but then he told the director, "I bet I can do this better than
He
you
is
can."
the
That's
director.
what I'm saying. He's saying he wasn't
Oh,
originally the director. Never mind. That was a bad joke.
But yeah,
Um,
I hope he's in the third one because he wasn't really in this one.
Oh, you're pissing me off.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like they set up for a third one. I mean, it's.
Oh,
it's
you mean
gonna
like in
be-
the exact same way the first one set up for this one?
I
Would
just
be
the thing
exact-
is
oh, you
I don't know
fucker.
if they're gonna because I didn't honestly expect them to make a second movie. I just because the first one it just like you said it just kind of
just
stopped.
stopped. Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, that's a cool movie.
That's it.
I guess I didn't expect them to have a second one. So
I don't like
Would
how
you
these
say
movies.
that
It's a big problem for me.
that First Reformed just stopped though?
Yeah, but that was not
was
due to
tasteful. It
pacing.
made
That was
sense.
like
it was intention. It was like intentional and it had a purpose.
So you
Yeah.
can like just stop.
you
the movie.
can if
Yeah.
you're really careful about it. This is just like like here's the thing. First Reformed had a third act that felt like a full thing.
Yeah, fair.
You know.
The third act of this, we'll get there.
Okay, I
Let's-
guess.
Let's start on the first act.
yeah.
Oh
So
wait, were there any themes that even
yeah,
caught-
yeah,
I
yeah.
caught a few.
Yeah.
family?
Well, yeah, I
It's
think
like a Fast and Furious movie.
I think
Family-
overall the main one that I saw was I think something kind of like your children becoming like the better versions of our parents.
empowering children to make. There was like a weird thing
Because
where
there's
they
Cillian
were actually
Murphy saying
ascending.
like, yeah,
the
you're right. I'm
parents.
nothing like your dad,
Yep.
but you are.
Mhm.
You know.
Mhm.
And then I forget the boy's name.
Oh,
I forget everybody. I forget every character's name.
Yeah, they don't. Well, they don't really
don't
say
use
them.
names
they,
often.
Yeah,
I think
they don't say a
his
whole
name, like,
lot.
once they didn't.
Okay, but then like he has that moment at
Uh,
the end where his mom's just looking at
I'll look
him.
him up right now.
No, don't. That's fine. But
Screaming Kid, number one, who's
What-
not the actual baby.
can I get to my point,
All
please?
right, sorry.
Oh, it is
What
part
I'm-
two.
what I'm trying to say is he gets that moment at the end where his mom's looking at him because he kind of ends the movie the same way she did, you know, pointing the gun at the thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, from the first one.
So
Yeah.
I think that parallels that, you know,
absolutely.
our children will become better versions of us.
That'd be sick.
Or it's the worst versions of us.
Where do you see that?
Oh, not
Mostly
not
in
the
his
movie.
own life.
Not in the movie. I'm just saying, like, from my own experiences.
Do you not like your parents?
No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I was
Or do
making
you
a
not like
joke.
yourself, I mean?
Depends on the day.
Yeah, that's
Depends
true.
on the mic. So yeah, no, I think that was a really
You're
prominent
just
theme.
like, there are
Stuff with
certain
family.
Michael Davisons I don't like.
Remember that one time I tried to friend all the other Michael Davisons on Facebook?
Yeah,
That was fun.
What do you mean tried? You did
Oh,
it.
I did. That's right.
Yeah.
It's almost as if.
Don't start with me.
Yeah. So that was probably the main one I saw.
Yeah. Anything else, really?
Being quiet.
I mean, I could see, like, I'm trying to think if I could see it in anyone else's character other than
Well,
Cillian
just
Murphy.
spitball it. You know, this is a one-watch type of
It
thing.
was,
Courage,
oh yeah,
I
yeah,
don't-
no. I felt like there was kind of a subtle theme of what's the way to put this? Selflessness, maybe, or sacrifice
Like
for other people.
self-sacrifice.
Yeah. Because that's what his character ended up doing. Was, you know, he was
Who?
Cillian Murphy. What's his character? I need to look at
Nobody
his
knows.
freaking character's name.
We know who you're talking about when you say the
Yeah.
actor, though.
Yeah. So
that's-
we'll,
So you could continue.
Emmett, that's it. It was Emmett. So no, he he didn't really have much to lose to begin with, but he kind of had to. I mean,
he already
you know.
lost.
Yeah, he lost everything. But no, he like
Not everything.
he took on.
Not yet.
He took on that family. I can't.
He
focus
took
now
on that
you've
other
made
family at the dogs.
he did. That was another thing. It's kind of, it's like, because it's a, you know, it's like a, what's the word, a post-apocalyptic type of world where you kind of see the
as if.
savage.
It's as if.
Did I do it? That was unintentional.
You said
too.
post-apocalyptic type of world.
it was adjacent to that thing you usually do.
Though you kind of see the savage nature of other humans, like you guys thought they were.
sometimes you do.
Are we
Jared and
confirming
I
them
are-
as rednecks? Were they rednecks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Redneck cannibals. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Well, we don't know if
always
they ate
redneck cannibals. Why
I'm
is it
pretty
in
sure they
every-
were
they
gonna.
eating people?
They were gonna
It's
do
implied,
something.
I feel.
Yeah.
In every post-apocalyptic movie, every cannibal is usually like
A redneck.
A redneck. It's like normal, like
it's like in
just
real
like-
life.
just-
You know what they say? Real life parallels
I
cinema.
didn't want to say it.
But yeah,
Life imitates art.
They
Yeah.
marry.
But,
they marry and then
Oh.
eat their own siblings.
Wow. Anyway,
Was that a little too much?
No, it's fine.
Okay, not bleepable. Dang.
no,
Okay.
I don't think you've said anything believable yet.
The only believable thing is if you mention somebody we know or like a personal thing that
I won't
he
do
doesn't-
that.
Yeah,
I
so
won't
you're
do
probably
that.
not
I
going
don't.
to
But you got to bleep something, man. Anyways, yeah. So selflessness, self-sacrifice. I thought that was kind of a. That's how I think in that world you do have to self-sacrifice in order to really survive and to and to
really
see and
live.
and to just hold on to some sort of humanity. So
Jared and I were talking. We were saying, I think that cannibal kind of family should have played a bigger part in the movie.
oh, absolutely. I think so,
Especially
too.
like I think it would have been better if they were the antagonists too. That's what me and Jared were saying.
The real
Rather
monsters are people.
than the monster coming up on the boat to the island.
Oh, it was.
If it was like they got followed there by them or something.
Oh,
that
and it
would have
was
been better.
That would have been interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Krasinski, if you're listening to this, I think you should be taking some notes on
That's
that,
us,
on the
'cause we
paper,
know.
on the
That's
on,
really
on the
bold.
Dunder
Dunder
Mifflin,
Mifflin, Dunder-
Mifflin paper.
Oh God.
paper,
Okay.
paper
I'm sorry.
notes.
All right, yeah. So I felt like those were a couple of good themes. Anything else? I didn't really catch a whole lot. I felt like it was just stuff happened.
I mean, I guess in the ways the kids have to like step up, I guess like courage and being more than like you think you are.
yeah.
You know, I guess
Yeah.
that kind of carries over to Emmett too. About he's like, I'll never love again.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well,
We
we
go
can
through
get
the
into
plot,
general.
maybe.
No,
Yeah.
we don't need to.
All right. So they're at a baseball
No,
game.
no, 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 no,
and
we don't need to
the
do
Iron
this.
Giant.
I did like
falls from space.
they showed. I don't remember if they did that in the first one. Did they
What?
show
Show
the,
like a
show the
prologue.
kind of a
No,
a
I
scene
really
from
like
before?
that.
I did like
I like that a
lot.
lot. The first interaction
For
with
the
them was
first, 'cause
really cool.
That was about 10 minutes of it. I thought that this movie was gonna be a prequel.
yeah, I
that
thought
would
that
be
too.
kinda tight.
I thought that would have been cool.
See, because I didn't see much of the marketing for this, so I didn't know where it was going.
I
Really,
didn't either.
The whole first trailer was essentially prologue. So they
Yeah.
did like advertise it. Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. You kind of see like
cool for
I
a
like
scene.
the asteroids that you kind of see how like they're
Yeah.
aliens that they got there.
it felt big
from
too.
space.
You know,
Yeah.
like it felt like a big deal.
Well, it's like how they always call
like-
it, like that day. Seeing more of.
yeah.
like,
It's like, yeah, that was a memorable day, all right.
They got. I
pretty
mean, just the
eventful.
scene where they
Sorry.
got everyone from the baseball game and everyone just starts walking home. It's like, all right, let's. I mean, it's just got a serious atmosphere to it. So.
I wish they didn't do the car won't start thing. That was annoying.
Yeah,
Car
that's
won't start.
that's a common kind of end of the world trope. God
cars
dang, this
don't
car
start.
won't
It's a
start.
common
It's-
movie trope.
yeah, well, yeah, but like even like, I mean, in particularly end of the world movies.
Can you set that
I'm
down
sorry,
nicer?
I didn't realize.
Michael
I
has
did
never
that.
set down a
I know
cup.
it's like you
without
never
his
set
full
things down
force.
louder than when we are recording. I swear.
I guess so.
I think you're just like in tune with it more.
No,
'cause
I
we're
was just
No,
gonna
recording.
say,
you
I've
slam
known you
things
for
down.
several years. I like outside of this podcast. I don't think I've heard you like set down a cup like that.
because it's like it's easier to notice.
I will pay
Anyways.
attention to it.
Anyways,
Anyway,
so yeah, car won't start. Starts,
Doesn't start right.
but then it.
then it doesn't.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't.
They go into
'Cause they
the
have to go
bar.
into. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's right. It just
It was-
doesn't start.
I like that scene with the mom and the other kid in the car. That was pretty.
The mom and the other.
Where like
Remember
the
when all
bus
the
is
cars
coming.
are coming?
I was
and the
like-
bus is coming. It feels like a roller
Oh,
coaster.
Well, yeah,
ride.
because I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
damn, she's like
It
a
was
badass
well-directed. I
before
liked
this
it.
even started.
Yeah.
How she's like going and then the bus is coming and like, yeah, no, like she throws it into reverse. I'm like, she's very capable already.
I thought that was a really good scene.
Like, where did this come from?
And then the
She-
freaking
she
random
She
mom?
always had
Like, what
it.
the
She
fuck?
always had it.
Emily Blunt, man.
Another thing, I don't like how good everybody looks.
This
entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's hair is all done up. They got makeup on and
that's-
everything.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean,
What about the cannibal?
hey, you
people?
got to keep up appearances when you're in the end of the world. You know, you never know when you might need to, look good. Got to look good all the time.
okay.
That's my philosophy.
No, it's not.
I
it is.
don't believe it. Is it? No, sorry, that's so mean.
Oh God.
Is it? Yes. Anyways, yeah.
Anything else you guys kind of liked about it? 'Cause I've got a few more things to talk
Did
about.
you
the
think
good
at any
aspects.
point that they were gonna do like where, what's his name? Emmett was gonna like try to move on to Emily McMom?
I did. I
No.
felt like I mean,
That
it
would've been-
wasn't.
that would've been bad.
Okay,
I
no,
didn't.
it wa-
I
no,
didn't think it
I'm
would.
glad
But
they
I'm like,
didn't.
this would be dumb. I hope they don't.
That's what I thought. It seemed maybe that was going in the direction of where there was no interaction.
there was no
there was
setup
no
for that.
interaction.
It couldn't
the
have
only,
gone
The
there, I
only
don't
thing that
think.
made me
Would've
think
been like
about
a
it was like
brothers
when
thing.
the whole.
No, stop. That
Have you seen
sucks.
it?
Do you
Have
think
you
John
seen it?
Krasinski saw Brothers? He's like, I want to do this.
No, he
And that's
didn't
why he
do it.
made A Quiet Place 1, just so he could have this sequel.
But he didn't even do that. Your joke doesn't even work.
No, the only thing that made me think that was like the whole. Their dad's out of the picture. He lost.
These
his
are two
whole other
attractive
family,
people
and they,
who are emotionally devastated by
they
the
hate
loss
each
of
other.
their family.
And her getting rid of the wedding ring, but there really wasn't anything super solid that made me like think, oh, this is gonna.
That would have been
never-
really out of left field.
I think I wasn't. I liked that scene where she did take her wedding ring off to kind of to move. It's like she almost knew she
Goes
had to move
back to
on
that gravesite
She's
for their
like,
son.
and then
yeah,
she said,
to
yeah,
move on to help to help
She,
her
like-
to
she,
basically
like, went
survive
to-
and help her family survive. I think.
yeah,
too.
she went to the gravesite of her son and took off her wedding
Yeah,
ring. And
which
said,
you'd know if you
yeah,
saw the first movie, Christian.
Yeah, consider this a divorce, and then she walked away.
Yeah, she did say
Yeah,
exactly
there's
that.
a scene from the first movie.
What is
where
that from?
Their little
That's
kid.
from Total Recall.
Oh God,
When
you're
he
right.
shoots her, he's like,
That's-
consider that.
Oh
a
wait, the Arnold
divorce.
Schwarzenegger movie. Isn't that a
Baby,
Paul Verhoeven. Paul
please,
Verhoeven.
We're married, and he shoots her. He's like, yeah, consider that a divorce.
I love
such
Paul
a-
Verhoeven.
Oh, that's right.
Line.
I watched that with you. Yeah, that's
you
right.
also-
Oh my gosh,
Paul
that's-
Verhoeven, top 10 directors,
that
easy.
freaking-
Yeah.
He's so good.
It's such a I loved what is it?
RoboCop,
No.
RoboCop
The,
Super-
Starship
one about the
Troopers.
Starship Troopers. I love that one. That one was
RoboCop?
good. I love RoboCop too. That's a great one. He did the original one.
He did the remake. That's a lie. He did the original.
Yeah, I was about to say I can tell because you're giving me this weird look that you usually do when you're trying to fool me. The fuck?
That was-
Are you fooling me?
Okay.
What is that? Oh,
What is this? All right. Anyways, so things we liked. I mean, the acting was good.
Performances.
You know,
Yeah,
they're all-
performances
they're all
are great.
top-notch
Everybody's
actors.
good.
real good.
Everyone's really,
I
really good.
did the freaking that kid, man. What's his name? Marcus, I think.
Okay,
her
well,
son.
We'll get to the point of stuff where I don't like to talk about Marcus.
No, well, it's relevant because he did a great job.
Oh,
with the
no
performance.
fault of the actor.
His screaming,
No fault.
is
He's
just
very
so
good.
annoying. The character's so annoying. But
He's not
that's
that's not the problem.
that-
Him
that-
screaming because he gets caught in a bear trap isn't the problem with his character.
I mean, I
it's
thought it
just
was
one decision they make with him that
oh
sucks.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
one.
didn't really make any sense.
It
at
made
all.
no sense.
No, great. That was that scene where he was screaming. What I was saying was that was a great
Yeah,
performance.
yeah.
I mean, you really
Really thought he
looked
stepped in
like-
a bear trap.
I mean,
He
yeah.
went method on that one.
What did you guys think about when he stepped in the other bear trap?
He didn't do that.
when he right away stepped in the second.
And then I was in the theater. I looked down and I was in a bear trap.
And then I was like, no way did he step in a third one.
He put his hand in
Yeah.
it.
So he falls over.
But it was just like because it
And
was a bear
catches
trap.
himself on a
He was
bear
like trying to put himself on a wall to lean, and there's just one
Yeah.
on the wall. Anyways, no,
He
was
had the
he's
traps.
phenomenal actor.
Yeah, I can't think. There's no weak performances in this.
No, it's all good. It's all
Everyone's
good.
excellent.
Except for maybe, yeah, the
my
guy.
family.
Okay, stop! Don't hit the table.
I'm sorry.
We were just on the same wavelength.
I know.
That was the
He's
only
a good
thing.
actor too.
No, he
That
just might be the
fantastic. Yeah.
directing.
That man has
Yeah.
made me cry twice.
Yeah, he's
in
an
movies,
awesome
yeah.
actor. It's
Here's,
not-
here's
I don't
the way
think
I
it's
look
his
at it
fault.
because I think John Krasinski has a lot of potential.
Yeah,
But these
absolutely.
are the
raw
only
right
for
now.
the
Yeah.
only two
Yeah,
movies
no,
he's done.
no.
This guy-
Quiet
he's
Place
so-
is
for
debut.
his first two movies, he's young still too.
Yeah.
Like I think he's got a
There's no like
future in
age
directing.
limit
No, I
on
think so,
directing.
too.
Like, oh, he's in his 40s now. You know, his knees aren't the same. It's not like sports.
Yeah, his knees aren't the same. He just can't direct people the same. He can't point the finger the same way. He can't fire people the same
yeah,
way.
he has
I don't
time.
know.
Yeah.
That performance did feel really off though, because
The guy who got
I think
I should
he
know
was-
that actor's name, but
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
hard
I'm
to
really dumb.
pronounce, so it's
I'm really
okay.
looking
dumb.
it up right now.
I've looked it up like 3 or 4 times. It's pretty much just hard to pronounce.
Jimin Hanso, I think. It's his character's name is just Man on Island.
Yeah. I assume he was probably only on shoot for like 1 day.
Yeah.
I don't know if his heart was very much in that performance.
Please, I gotta go check on my family.
We
As
drove
I-
too fast.
What if we lost him?
He went back to attack
let
the
me,
fan.
let me. when he
I
was
gotta back
walking-
slowly away to this small
The
opening. I
freaking-
wonder
was
what's
about to say,
gonna
why
happen.
didn't they shut it all the way too?
Because they had to
Because they had to
crawl
kill that
underneath
guy.
it.
Well, no, didn't they open it and they was like
Oh,
gonna
easy,
shut it?
because they needed that character to die.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. That mind blown. Makes total sense. Yeah. The funny thing, so the whole idea of like I did like that aspect of like islands were left okay because the aliens or the monsters or whatever
Monsters
they
versus
can't
aliens.
swim. Did they show that like where one of them actually drowned?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
showed that a few times, I think.
Yeah,
uh,
so-
during the escape.
Once.
It just made me think like, you know, Hawaii's just sitting out there chilling.
Yeah, they don't
They're
even
all
know that
doing
it
okay.
happened. They're just
They
like-
don't even know that.
I mean, if you think about it, there must be like some like tribe on like a remote island that
That's
just like
completely
has,
untouched by all this.
has just been living. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's probably how it was for
that's a fair
COVID,
point.
maybe even.
Well, as far as like, because there was only one meteor. I mean, we don't. That's the thing.
What?
We don't really know a whole
I don't
lot
know.
about the world.
I don't
guess.
know
Like
the-
if there were maybe multiple ones that fell.
It's been
What
a while
if-
since I've seen the first one.
What
I
if
don't remember the
third
setup
one is from
exactly.
the aliens' perspective.
No, that would suck.
I'm just whacking people. That was
Oh
my
my God, I
one.
was
That
gonna
was
bring
okay.
that
That
up.
was also my one gripe with this movie is I didn't see the first one. I didn't know that the aliens kill people by literally just like whacking them.
They
You
eat
see
them
claws on
sometimes.
the- Well, they eat them. I think what they do is they kill them and then they eat them later. Just as
I
like,
don't know. It looked
That-
like they were just
that
like,
one dude that screams and then just gets smashed into the ground. That
was
kind of made
pretty
me
funny.
laugh. That was pretty funny.
they are cool designs. Like I like the designs.
They look
of them.
Designs really cool.
Even
I
though
like
they're-
how their heads open
I
up.
feel like
Yeah.
they're definitely ripping off the Stranger Things monsters a little bit.
I've never seen Stranger Things.
It looks strikingly similar. And then, like the big
big arms.
front arms and then the kind of smaller back arms with the face that opens up.
You know what both are a ripoff of? Those
but-
enemies in Dark Souls 2.
Oh yes. My gosh, dude, I'm so happy we're playing that
Yeah.
right now. For all those listeners, we're doing a Dark Souls 2 run.
Two of you are.
Well, that's the two good people here.
Yeah, the two people that have seen the original A Quiet Place.
That's true. 2-0 right
think
now,
it-
Christian.
2-0 Christian.
2-0 Christian.
I'm 2-0.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, it's not in this
I
case.
mean, I'm saying you're 2 strikes. I should have said 2 strikes.
2 strikes and 0 not strikes.
Yeah.
All right.
You're close to getting out.
Yeah, one more, you're done.
Oh man, it's probably gonna happen this episode.
Yes.
We'll find out.
There's gonna be another thing that I'm like, oh, I haven't.
I mean, we talk about things we don't like about the movie now.
Well, no, I want to bring up more good stuff.
Okay,
though.
yeah.
There's
Keep
a
on with
lot
that.
to talk
Let's
about.
keep on with that. That awkward silence.
I think the set pieces were really good.
Set pieces were sick.
Oh yeah, they were.
You know, that
Yeah, yeah.
train
Emmett's whole
was sick.
thing.
I like the train station.
dock.
Yeah, the island was cool.
It
I
seemed
like
like
the
they had
dock.
more resources.
Radio
to
Tower was awesome. The
deal
lighting
with.
in that place was
That was
sweet.
dope.
I did,
Really cool
I
lighting.
think they had more to use. Basically, the first one was basically just
every
down
set.
their farm. That
Well,
was
there was
it.
some cool stuff in the first one I liked.
It is. It's not so much like the first one was bad or anything. Like it was good. It was just they
No,
had.
but
I feel like
they
they had
stepped it
more,
up. They went
had
out
more to
more,
use.
you know?
that first one was probably a successful movie, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
they got more budget.
It wasn't
or
as
whatever.
contained as the first one was.
Exactly. No, it definitely felt more universal. Well, because there were also more people. Like you, I mean, they were just.
Well, and they left the farm area,
Yep.
like, or at least the mile radius. I think they had under control over there.
Trying to think.
About stuff you
Trying
like
to
stuff.
think
I'm trying to think about what.
about stuff I like. I mean,
Is that it?
yeah.
Was there score?
I like
in
the
this movie?
concept.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh, soundtrack was awesome.
Soundtrack
I
was
liked
cool.
it. It was it had a similar kind of tone to the I Am Legend soundtrack.
Yes.
It didn't sound really similar, but it's more of it just had a similar
vibe.
atmosphere. It created
Same
this
with the
very-
radio tower type of
this,
thing
That's
too.
what I was gonna say.
Also
the
a
radio
rip off
message.
of I Am Legend.
Wait, I'm sorry,
Hear
the radio
that,
t-
John Krasinski? We know you've seen I Am Legend.
Yeah, the jig's up, man.
Hey, at least he had better CGI. You know,
Than the 2007 movie. Yeah. Wow.
In the movie from 14 years ago.
Thank you very much.
2000
Hey, you know, I watched.
2008?
Oh, I
there's
swear you're
some-
gonna get
2008.
dragged
It's
if
2008. It's 2008.
somebody's
that's
getting-
my phone.
Open it.
Here, I'll look it up
At
right
your own
here.
peril.
Someone's getting dragged.
Yeah.
This might be my strike three.
yeah. I Am Legend.
Oh, it
Here we go. Oh, it is 2007.
Boom. Fuck you, Michael.
Dang it, now I've got one strike.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep it up, man.
Think
Keep
I
it
don't
up.
know my I Am Legend. That movie's the
I just always
entire
remember
reason
seeing
that me and
2008.
Kyle are friends.
anyways, what I was gonna say about that, I've seen movies from before that had better CGI.
I've seen movies from before
than,
then.
than I Am Legend.
Like what?
I mean, I feel the Lord of the Rings.
That's what I was gonna say. Lord
Yeah,
of the
Lord
Rings.
of the Rings. There was a movie I watched recently.
Lord of the Rings doesn't use a lot of
Ents.
CGIs
The
for
Ents.
character
CGI
models.
CGI is
Because character models are really hard
True.
to do.
I'm trying to
You can
think.
do CGI for
There
landscapes
was-
and have it look
there
pretty good,
was a
but
movie-
characters are really hard to do. Given Smeagol and Gollum is like groundbreaking.
There
That would
there
probably be
was a
the
movie
one,
I was
yeah.
watching recently that I totally forgot. I was actually shocked at how good the CGI was.
Probably not
I
that
just can't remember
shocked.
what it was.
It's
Anyways.
a lot of the problems with CGI is making it feel like it has weight and not like floating around.
Oh yeah, just like
Yeah, which I think they kind of did a good job with on I Am Legend. You know,
Yeah,
when they're
yeah.
crashing through the stuff, it feels like they're weighty.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does. They're also.
I feel like you
they're
almost
basically
have to
superhuman at that
crash
point.
them through something to show that.
That's why they do it
CGI
so
model.
much.
That's what I was just thinking about. Like
That's
like
why their
they did
only
it-
movement is
They
crashing
did
through
it
stuff.
with the monsters in this. They crashed around fucking everything.
Yeah.
And then Bane was like crashing this plane.
Okay. Wow, that was you just jammed that in there.
I
Yeah, do you remember-
crashed this talk.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember the fully CGI
Did it have
character Bane?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Hardy. They didn't
Okay.
have-
Wow.
Tom
let's get
Hardy
back.
actually.
Hey guys, Quiet Place 2. Holy shit.
Yeah, Tom Hardy wasn't actually in that movie.
No, I just used his voice
They
and
just
likeness.
yeah.
You said okay, and then kept going on this tirade.
Anyways, yeah, Quiet Place Part 2.
Anything else notable for you guys?
No,
I
I mean,
liked
it
all
was-
the stuff with like the
concept's really
furnace
cool,
and
but Yeah.
that was set up well.
It was really set up well.
They
It
got
didn't-
locked in.
There wasn't. I like that there wasn't a moment where Cillian Murphy had to be like,
Don't lock. Always
Yo,
put the towel over.
"This
the
is why
thing."
I have this timer, so I know my oxygen
they just-
levels."
No, it was
just did
pretty
it. Yeah,
obvious.
no,
you
why
could
he
just-
was
yeah.
doing that, yeah.
Trust your audience.
That's freaking
you know?
So
stupid.
shout out
ass
to John
boy.
Krasinski. I feel like I feel like every time we said his name, we were like, "Yeah, John Krasinski." But yeah,
No, very
John
good.
Krasinski,
I liked it
good
a lot.
job.
I like the concept a lot too.
concept is sick. Very good concept.
Monsters, no noise.
No, it felt very fresh.
Yeah.
It felt like because there's a lot of movies out there about monsters, end of the world stuff. This one actually felt like it was a new take.
Did you like that you saw the monsters a lot more? Because I that was kind of an aspect I think was pretty cool. Because there doesn't need to be a bigger reveal like there was in the first one.
Revealed.
Yeah.
Like,
So I don't think there's any point in hiding them away.
No,
as
I
much,
think
you
that's
know?
fair.
especially if the characters are seeing them.
It did shift the focus a little bit. It's like the monsters weren't. I mean, it's like they weren't as important necessarily.
Well, because
in
they
the
can
second
kill
one.
them now. They're not as
Exactly.
big of a threat.
So
They're still a
they were
threat,
more
just not as
focused. It was
big.
like more focused on the characters themselves.
A little
so-
bit. I wish they could have focused a little more on the characters.
I guess in
Just
some
a
ways.
bit.
I wish they,
I feel like the
I wish
characters
they
were.
more fleshed
I would
out.
say
Yeah.
I would
because
say
the baby had like no lines.
No, I know. Talk about a static character. That
yeah,
baby.
it just kind of complained.
Yeah.
It went, nah.
It's like, oh, I need oxygen. Give me oxygen. Like, come on. Okay, wow, enough.
Is that bothering you?
When it goes on for that long, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought the movie's length was fine.
It's
like
good.
It felt
No,
Was
it's
like
what
an
it
hour and
needs
a
to
half.
be.
Exactly.
It's a fun horror
So,
action movie.
Yeah, no,
it's cool.
It was.
You know, it doesn't need to be any
definitely-
longer.
There were actually surprisingly there were some jump scenes that got me.
Yeah.
It's because I think usually when I go,
He
Some I
sets
can
them up
tell
well.
by the
He-
camera.
I
angles,
don't
but
mind,
Some were actually
yeah.
out of nowhere.
I don't. It's not like a really scary movie by any means. It's
No.
not like
No,
terrifying.
it's a horror action thing, sci-fi type of thing.
So I wasn't really that's like I wasn't expecting them. So it's like and you're like, oh, it's more of just the reaction or anything. Because I don't really jump scares don't really get me in like horror.
I feel like
Yeah,
these
Michael's
were
a big
kind of-
boy. He's tough. Jump scares don't get him.
they
Yeah, these
really
aren't even
don't,
sour
man.
to me. No, but like I think it was like kind of different because with this movie there wasn't like a violent build up to the jump scare, you know what I mean?
Or the pause in the intense music. where it's-
Yeah.
and then you're just like,
Okay. Just like Insidious,
That's
you mean?
exactly what I was
Yeah,
doing.
I know.
The violent.
Man, I'm looking at your audio levels, and that was
That was a chunk. I've
God,
never seen
Michael.
something peak for so long. Like usually it's just like a line. This
yeah,
is
just
like
for like a second.
Oh,
this
just
is
like a whole.
Just wait till we do an episode on Insidious.
Oh my god.
I guess we'll have to because of the one
man.
the variation episode about.
Oh,
all that
we
being
got to
the
do
same
an
universe.
episode on
Just Insidious Chapter 2?
Because I mean,
The lore behind that, just personally.
no, Insidious Chapter 2 is a pretty bad movie. It kind of
Why'd you
sucks.
like
It's
it
not
so
great.
much?
I like the first
It kind
one.
of sucks. The first one's fantastic. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite. That's the first. Horror
It's a
movie I
really
ever
fun,
saw.
scary movie. Yeah.
It's fun. It's super.
That was
fun.
also like a fresh idea. Just
It
like
was.
a quiet place.
It
What, like astral projection horror?
Kind of. I don't know. They
astrally projecting.
Have you ever like astral
Astrally
projected?
Oh, I do it all the time.
I gotta steer this back onto a quiet
It's
place.
called
Why?
panic. It's called panic attack.
Sometimes
Are you on a race for how many times you can
You
bring
say
that up in
panic
a
attack?
single podcast?
I've only brought it up once. I think this was the only time I brought it up.
no,
yeah.
no.
No, he
What
brought it
other
up
episode
like
did I bring it
You
up
did
on?
it in the Dark Knight, or not Dark Knight, Batman Begins.
Oh, well, that's because that was
pretty
that
topical.
Was pretty relevant.
That was pretty
That
topical,
was
yeah.
pretty topical there. So, yeah. Anyways, things we didn't like about the movie. Let's talk about that.
Pacing.
Marcus.
Yeah, that stupid.
Okay,
he
Michael.
was the real baby.
It kind of was. Honestly. He did more crying than the actual baby.
Well,
did
he
step
did
on
get
a
in
bear trap.
Yeah,
I don't think that's not
the
the problem
I
with
feel
him.
like the baby.
His
would've
choice,
been
that
totally
one
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
thing.
Okay.
like-
The one thing where he puts the oxygen mask on the baby, which is already like running out, just to go walk around upstairs.
Oh,
Did I
see
miss
what's up?
something? Or was he just doing that? I
He
don't
was
understand
just
why he was doing that.
I assumed
That didn't
he
make any
had to be
sense.
looking,
And then he
for,
fucked
like,
everything up.
painkillers, but
He
wasn't.
was looking for something. He was
I don't
just
know.
exploring. His curiosity
why?
got the cat. You know.
What his mom's like, hey, I'll be back in a few hours.
Yeah.
He's like, now's the time for me to walk around this
I
place.
think
Time to
he,
knock over a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and then
I honestly think he might. You know, he's
Just
probably
wander
he's
around this
probably
house
a
that
13-year-old. He probably had to go jack off.
Michael,
that might get bleeped.
No, he has to live with the consequences of that one.
that's a perfectly plausible.
No, it's not. I'm not.
And he's like, I can't
believing
have
that.
the baby around for this.
No,
Puts the oxygen
guys,
mask on.
guys. Oh my god.
That's what it is.
No, but I also really didn't
go to my
like.
quiet place.
Michael, you guys, I need you to stop. It wasn't.
Anyway, the other thing I really didn't like is at the very end where both him and his sister, it's like cutting back and forth between them both about to kill one of them. It's like, okay, this is
Yeah.
happening at the exact same time.
I don't like that. I really. there's
I
something.
wish he'd just like end a movie instead of stopping it.
Yeah, there was something about what would you call it? It's like where multiple things are going on at the same time. It's
Yeah, it's the
cutting between
Christopher
scenes.
Nolan thing.
He does that so
Yeah.
much. Too.
Christopher Nolan, the only director to ever do that.
Or the last episode of season 3 of Castlevania.
Wow.
oh my gosh,
So absurd, but that did it. That was like on steroids.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
I've never seen
I don't really
Castlevania.
care for that
You don't
a whole
need
lot.
to.
I guess
Really?
it
Yeah,
can be
not-
done well.
Not
you know,
great.
I think the pacing was kind of like weird.
In
Just
Castlevania
because-
or this movie?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no, we're talking
Quiet
about
Place 2,
Quiet
A
Place.
Quiet
I
Place
just-
2,
yeah,
A Quiet Place 2. Talk about that, please.
It's hard.
Cole, maybe someone needs to go to his quiet place right
my
now.
I think that it's a good, just to get it out of our system, like a good tangent episode.
Yeah.
Castlevania.
No.
Never seen it.
You don't need
It's
to. It's fine.
not
It's-
that
It's
important.
fine. Yeah. Yeah. It. There were some things with the transitions between scenes that, like, it wasn't terrible, but it just felt like it could
I
have been done
thought
better.
Krasinski will be
Emmett
better
was
once
gonna
he-
die like 3 times.
No, I never really thought he was
Really?
gonna die. No.
I mean, knowing
No.
the movie, the only
kinda
person who I
would've-
thought
another
maybe they
thing
would
that I
kill
thought
off
was
was
really
Emily
good.
Blunt.
Really?
No,
Which is because they did it in
no,
the
I
first
never
movie.
thought that
I know
either.
there was nothing that
I didn't think
suggested
anybody was
that.
gonna
I was
die
just
in
I
this.
was just basically I was just wondering if they were going to do the same thing they did in the first one.
Or someone dies.
But they
That'd
actually
be
didn't.
dumb if they did the exact same
Wait,
thing.
I know. That's
again.
why I'm glad they didn't.
That's
do
why I knew they wouldn't kill either of those
No,
people
I'm
because it would
glad-
be pretty much the same
I'm
thing again.
I'm very glad
Wait.
they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Who got killed in the first one?
John Krasinski.
The baby, the little boy at the beginning.
baby, yeah.
The
He did.
Shut up. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
What, Cole? You don't like that joke?
I also hate that joke. I hear
Let's
it
go.
3,000. I feel like me and Cole both hear that joke like 3,000 times a week.
Yeah.
I am glad I contribute to that. I'm very glad. And you'll hear it 3,000
You're a
more
drop in the
times from
bucket.
me. I'll be more than a drop in the bucket.
But
Yuck. That's all I've got to say.
yeah, I was
on
gonna say the other thing that I liked a lot was the scene where she wakes up and can't find, like her hearing aid
Emmett.
and Emmett.
Oh,
and
and
it's
he's
like
just-
this like massive like what the fuck like
You think
It's like,
he le-
I
you
needed
think
this
he
for
left.
a second.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I thought that was a good scene.
Oh yeah, because she lost the hearing aid,
Yeah.
which also was the,
Maybe he should have woken her up and was like,
I'm
"Hey,
gonna
I just
go."
need this for a
He just
second.
dipped, yeah. He's like, she'll be
Just-
asleep.
I'm gonna just swipe this."
no. Did he take it from her? I
Yeah,
thought,
he just takes it
Oh,
from
okay.
her head.
I
He
thought
took
she
it out of
left
her
it in
ear
the
and he
train.
put it.
No, he
put it
takes
in his
it
mouth
off of her
again.
head.
Okay, that's right. I could have swore she like no, I thought she lost it on the train when the thing was in there
Nope.
and then he shot it. No,
Nope.
I don't
Oh,
think
so.
so.
He just took it out.
Because
had it.
she
He
wakes
just
up
took it
looking
out.
for it and it's
Yeah,
gone.
He
That's
just
true.
took it off.
And then
her
she
head.
goes out and just cries because she thinks, "Uh-oh, I'm without my only defense right now."
That's true. The thing that literally kills the monsters.
Also, it's pretty dangerous going off on your own when you're also deaf.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't hear if you're
Yeah,
making
exactly.
noises,
Like
the
if
thing.
something
Well,
falls
that
off
was
your
the thing.
pack
That's
and
why
you're
I think
dragging
she's
it.
the best character. That's like that was the most brilliant character they could have made in this series, is because she can't.
Oh my
she's
gosh.
she's oblivious to the very thing that the monsters
Yeah, once
use.
again, it's a
to
cool
find
dynamic.
people.
Good
No,
job,
it is.
John Krasinski.
Yeah. Also, another Marcus thing where it's like she straight up tells him, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do this thing."
He's like,
Tomorrow morning, he's like, "Oh no, don't do that," and she's like, "I'm definitely gonna do it." And then he just goes to bed and is shocked when he wakes up and she's gone and done the thing she told him she was gonna do.
Yeah, there's some. He's just. I think that bear trap was laced with something because his brain was just not working. His
Brain was in his ankle.
bear
Yeah.
trap was laced with something.
Yeah, man, probably like I don't know, drugs.
Wow.
I don't know. Do people lace bear traps with things?
No. Rust.
I know that.
I don't think anyone has ever.
Dude, what did you lace that bear trap with?
It's like you just lace it with like a bunch of tranquilizers so when you catch a bear, it's like not.
It's just chilling.
Yeah, it's
So just it's just. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah. Yikes, bear trap. I do like how Emmett at the beginning. I mean, he had a cool kind of character arc where he.
I like that they bring back
he-
the dive thing that he learns at the beginning
Yes,
of the
That
movie.
was
was
cool.
a good
That was a cool
callback.
callback. I
That was
like
a
that.
cool callback. Because you're like, how are they going to get out of this one? Dive.
She didn't dive. She
oh,
more just kind of flopped
Also,
in the water.
I wish
It was
they
a terrible
expanded
form
on
dive.
I know I've already said this, but I wish they expanded, maybe spent some more time with the cannibal things and made them more of an antagonist. Because that escape
you did
scene
say
was
that.
so
was
good.
cool.
It was really good.
That was super good.
and I think it would have had even more of a payoff if they spent more time.
No, because that was a
with
scene
them.
where I was constantly thinking, how are they going to get out of this? I had no idea.
It was crazy cool.
So
I like that a lot.
Callback was actually really good.
I like
It's probably
that
my favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah, it was really
Yes,
good,
it's
really
very
good.
It is good.
You know, he wraps the noise thing that they put on him
Yeah.
around that dude and stabs him
You
in
know
the
what makes
leg.
me want to watch again is 28 Days Later.
I love 28
Because
Days Later.
I haven't
28
seen
Days
28
Later is
Weeks
really
Later.
It's pretty
I haven't
good.
seen that
It's
one.
good in
28 Weeks
different
Later
ways.
is also
It's good in
really
different
good.
ways.
Yeah, that's
It's
that was
different.
Cillian Murphy early back in the day, right?
Cillian Murphy isn't in Weeks. He's in Days.
Oh, he's not in Weeks.
Yeah. Also,
Oh.
Danny Boyle
It's like a different group, right?
does not
Weeks.
direct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a whole
That's a
different group.
shame. That's a shame. I would have liked to have seen him in that.
Not the same director either, but it's good in its own ways too.
Okay.
I like it. It's really
It's
intense.
like a
It's
perfect
got-
thing of like a different director
Mhm.
taking a premise
Oh,
and making it
absolutely.
like also good. So it's almost
Yeah.
kind of like a treat of like a different perspective where it's like this is still really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, it has some of the most intense, like the opening
Opening
scene.
scene. Yeah.
Oh, that is crazy. I love it.
Of 28 Weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
we
really
gotta
cool.
watch that sometime soon.
Yeah. Don't worry.
For screams and
Though-
scariations.
Oh yeah, we
Oh, for
Now would be the time to
halfway
announce
through this episode.
So, are you gonna just come back for the whole month of October? or-
yeah, he'll be
Oh,
back
I'll be
for the whole month.
God, that's what I did last time I went to school.
Yeah, do it again.
Yeah,
Just
just
drop out again.
Yeah.
just find it.
Mm. Michael, don't say that.
What?
Yeah.
Because Christian's got a bad case of syndrome.
Michael, this is what I was talking about when I said this might be the only thing that could get you
I
bleeped, and then you said I would never do
I
that.
haven't said
You didn't-
anyone's names. Hey, for all we know, I mean,
Our entire
Who
listener
knows?
base, people we know.
well, maybe it's time for you to bleep something then.
Oh my god, you bastard.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Christian's more the bastard.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's move on.
Anyway, screams and scariations.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be good.
is
I'm so
what we're
excited
gonna
for
do
that.
for the month of October.
Should we do?
because it's my fault because I watch a scary movie every day
Yeah,
we should do
during the
we
month
should
of
do-
October.
We should do a episode on Over the Garden Wall in October too.
I
Ooh,
absolutely
that we
agree.
need-
That is another October
that's-
classic that I always
might
watch.
be that might. It could be done in one episode. It'll be a longer episode probably, but that one we will have a ton to say about that.
I love Over the Garden
Yeah,
Wall.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, back
Quiet
to
Place
A Quiet Place 2. There's just I feel like this movie. I mean, it's kind of just what it is. You know, stuff happens. I liked the movie.
Yeah, put that
It's not
review on the
like-
poster.
It's
You
not
know,
a
what else we do? Stuff happens.
A Quiet Place 2.
4 stars.
Stuff happens.
Was cool.
Where stuff happens quietly. Please clap.
Excellent joke, Michael.
I love how you just I love your compliments. You always compliment me.
Oh,
on
you're
jokes.
welcome.
It's so good. Anyways, yeah, no. Overall, pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Solid.
So,
Solid.
other
7
than
out
some
of 10.
pacing issues and some character motivations that I didn't really understand.
Yeah, it's minor things that I think
Oh,
Krasinski
also,
will get to.
Marcus eats up the whole oxygen supply in
Oh
that
my
vault
God, okay,
by
the way he was
hyperventilating
breathing-
and freaking out.
Freaking. we could guys. We could go on and on about
Yeah.
how Marcus was a
How
little
Marcus-
bitch.
They did him dirty.
They did. But no, he had his little character. He had his little redemption at the end where he was the one who shot the thing in
Yeah,
the head.
I like that.
So-
That was cool.
I didn't
Yeah.
like how they were doing it at the same time.
I don't know why you guys have a problem with that. That's fine to
Because
me.
it's just like-
It's fine.
It's just-
I-
it
parallels.
just-
It's
it
a
took me
parallel.
out.
It's parallel. I don't
It's not
like
like
it. It's,
oh my god, it doesn't have to literally
yeah.
be happening at the same
I-
time.
I'm with
what do you want? A
Christian.
time cut that says a few hours later? Or,
I'm with Christian. I just
What do
felt
you
like
want?
it was kind of like
It was it
it's-
was edited like that though. I
because
get
it's
what you're
supposed to
saying. I get-
parallel
I
each
get what
other.
you're
They're
saying.
both
I get-
doing.
It's
Hey,
perfectly
Cole,
fine.
I don't know how else to
I
explain
don't
it.
know
I
why
don't
you
know
guys have a
why
problem
you
with
guys
it.
have a
I get what you're
like
saying.
it. I just
I
don't like
get
it.
what you're saying.
I
It was
liked it.
too on the
I-
nose.
Not
I don't
really.
like it. I don't like it.
How? Explain how you would do this.
It
different.
stinks, and I don't like it.
How would you do it differently? What is the better alternative?
I'm
I think
sure
it
there's
flows
many
really
ways
well.
to
Have
do
it be
it.
less like this is happening, guys. This is they're both about
It
to
felt
like
you know what it
just
was.
have them
It
both
felt
do
a
it,
little
and
over
they're
dramatic.
both- yeah, that's okay.
It felt a
that's
little
that's what I was.
overdramatic.
What
looking for.
you with the single tear falling from Emily Blunt's eye at the end?
Pretty
that
much.
and the music was just so like it was the climax
It was
of the
so
score
like
as
it had
well.
And it was
notes
just
and
like
stuff.
every-
It's like it was the climax of the movie or something. That's
Okay,
crazy.
Cole, I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I didn't like it.
Okay.
And I'm asking why.
It's okay.
I'm telling you why. It was on the nose. It was over dramatic, and I was just like,
kinda
on the
telling you-
nose for
Okay,
what?
Cole's just
on
Cole's-
the nose for just like they're both coming into this
It
experience
was over dramatic.
at the
That was my
same
biggest issue
time.
with it. I felt like it
'Cause
was
they're
maybe if it was a little
siblings.
less.
They're both like their parents.
it was
better.
extra. It was extra. You know.
Get it?
I thought it was fine.
Cole, it seems like your brain's having a hard time understanding what we're saying here, so
Okay.
we're gonna move on.
I think I'm correct.
That was like the harshest way.
I realized that was harsh. I was trying to make a joke and it just came out as mean. I'm sorry.
Excellent joke.
I consider you highly intelligent.
Excellent.
There, compliment sandwich.
Delicious.
That was like
Yum,
an
yum,
open
yum.
face
It was
compliment
it was
sandwich.
oh,
versus, like,
certainly
insult
open
and
face
then
because I do not
compliment
want to
at the
give another
bottom.
insult because that'll be mean.
The
again.
insult compliment sandwich.
Unless
where it's
maybe
insult compliment insult.
Because that's what it would end up. Because I started with the insult,
So just
went
to
with
be-
the compliment,
just
which
be
would be the
consistent.
inside, and then the insult would be on the top again. So
Okay.
So
unless the insult was just some more me. But anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I think I like the insults more of like, I don't know, like a garnish than the
Anything else you guys want to say?
about this.
Yes, about this. About the
No,
Quiet Place
I liked it. I have to say, very glad to be back in the movie theater.
Yeah, I did want to
oh
talk
my
about
gosh.
that.
I was a little loud at the beginning. I know, but
It was
Wow,
not.
really?
It was not a
It
quiet
was-
place when you were.
You asshole.
I mean, that joke has already been made so many times
Yeah.
this episode.
It's hard not
But
to.
it is kind of hard not to. It's
you're
right there.
so loud.
It's right there. Yeah, I can be a loud guy. I can be a loud guy. I can be loud if I want. I can be quiet if I want.
I know.
to.
You do both to the extremes. Both times when we're trying to record.
I'm a man of extremes. What can I say?
I wish you would be a man of right in the middle.
I can't.
Consistent.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Can't
I
you be a
agree.
man of consistent
agree.
audio?
That would drive me insane.
I just. I
if
can't.
I was ever consistently like
Oh,
at
I
a
can't-
balance, it would drive me
just-
nuts.
Well, when we're
just,
recording, that's preferable.
I try to be authentic when we're recording.
Oh God, that's the worst excuse I've ever heard.
What are you? But yeah, anything else to say about this movie before we go into our hour of just talking about
no.
random stuff?
No, it's.
Would you like to
Pretty
see
good movie.
A Quiet Place 3?
I wouldn't
I'm
care.
kind of
I
impartial.
really don't
Yeah,
care.
I don't care.
I'd see it if it existed.
Yeah, no, I would go see
I'm
it.
not craving it though.
It's
the same-
I will
same-
go
same with
see
this
it
one.
because of I've seen the first two in theaters, and so I just want to kind of keep that experience.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see John Krasinski maybe
Direct
expand
something else.
into something new.
Yeah.
So that's exactly
Maybe
how I
develop
feel.
his chops a
That's
little bit.
Exactly how I feel. I want to see him do
Outside of this
something-
universe.
something a little different.
Yeah.
I think honestly, if they, I mean, the issue is they left it on that same.
Do you think
note
he'll
as the first
stick
one.
to,
the
like,
same cliffhanger,
probably are
exactly
going to do a third
the
one.
same.
So the thing is, they don't need to. They
No.
could be perfectly.
Do you think
fine
he'll
with just
stick to
keeping it
like
done.
the horror-ish genre?
No, I think he's diverse. I think he's probably got a lot of ideas.
I'd like to see him do another.
I
Kinda horror
I
thriller
would too.
type of
Maybe
thing.
kind of like Jordan Peele. His direction's been primarily horror stuff too. He's been doing really
Jordan
interesting
Peele
stuff.
has a mind for horror.
He
He is
really
like one of
does.
the best horror directors of this
He's
generation. I
one,
think.
well, no, Robert Eggers and Ari Aster. Those three are kind of the I'd say
powerhouses
the-
right now.
Right now, they are
Yeah.
probably
They
doing
are.
the best job.
The powerhouse is to make
all
me
psychological
not go
stuff,
to
too.
bed.
So, yeah, no, I thought it was a perfectly fine movie. I will go see the third one if it comes out. Don't
Yeah.
really care if it does or doesn't, though.
It's
So,
exactly how I felt about the first one. You know,
I am
Like,
looking
if there
forward
is
to.
someone-
I will say I am looking forward to some more of Krasinski's work, though.
Mhm.
Jim Helper, man, he's helping us in the
Helper?
movie. Helper, because it's Helper, but I said Helper.
Okay, finish your joke.
Ding, 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 ding. This has been theme
Okay,
and
that's it. All right.
variation.
See you next week.
Wait, we didn't plug anything.
Oh my God, you're right.
All right.
Oh, I thought
we should.
I thought you were about to say we didn't record anything. I was about to flip my shit.
No. But we should
Man,
always
we
plug this at the beginning.
Yeah,
next
not
time.
at the end.
All right, but we'll do it now. Follow us on Instagram,
Check us out on Spotify,
and
please.
YouTube.
Let's see
Emphasis
if I can
on
fit
the
this mic
spot.
in my
Sometimes
mouth.
YouTube has been not working for me.
Emphasis on the Spotify.
Michael, emphasis on the Spotify or Apple Podcast or
We're on Apple Podcasts. now?
we're on several things.
Oh, cool.
Find us on Spotify. Boom, ba-da, theme and variation.
All right. See you next week.
Adios.
Bye.